Coach Minatoawa is about to record the rare feat of taking over a stable while still in his 20s. Speaking to Sports Hochi yesterday, he said, "There's something really fun and rewarding about trying to make others better. Different to my wrestling days when I basically had to focus on myself. But finding all this rewarding isn't enough. I have to deliver proper coaching results. I feel like it's back to the starter's blocks for me, and I hope myself and the wrestlers can inspire each other." On his teaching style, he continued, "Well, having done so little belt work myself, I can't really teach attacks on the belt. But I can tell my charges, as a pusher, the kind of belt moves that tie me in knots, what I didn't like having done to me. The pushers and thrusters I can of course coach from an offensive standpoint. Overall, I will try and keep the atmosphere going from my active days. I know I'm still a coaching novice and aim to absorb so many new things on my coaching journey." And asked how his ideal stable would look, he said, "One in which everyone improves. Not every wrestler can make salaried level, but I want even those who don't to be pleased and proud to have played their part in the sumo world." Wakanosho, you may know, was recruited directly by him and will be the linchpin of his stable setup from now on. In that stable session yesterday, he fought 20 bouts straight against lower division colleagues. His senior Wakanosho is, of course, away on the tour. When told he tended to take the belt as bouts wore on, Waka said, "I'm trying not to do that, as it will become a bad habit, which I'll be tempted to rely upon in actual tournament bouts. I have to make sure I win matches outright with my thrusts." Asked to sum up his year as a whole, he said, "It was tough getting injured and demoted on salaried debut, but I feel that knock has helped me grow a little more. And I'm paying more attention towards using my joints correctly so as to limit injury risk." Asked as to his ambitions for 2026, he said, "Division 1. I've been overtaken by the likes of Kotoeho, Hakuoho and Aonishiki, and must therefore train loads to narrow the gap again." Aonishiki, by the way, was mentioned by Empress Masako in her birthday address 2 days ago. "I am so impressed with how a high schooler who fled war in Ukraine has devoted himself to training in Japan's traditional national sport and attained the rank of Ozeki," Masako stated, having also mentioned baseballer Shohei Ohtani. I should add that while Crown Princess, Masako, her husband and daughter used to attend sumo match days on occasion, but those visits stopped when her daughter's favourite wrestler was kicked out for gambling debts. While on tour in Kakogawa today, Aonishiki himself responded, "I was shocked, as I'm so not worthy of that. I will do my best so that the Empress continues to view me in that regard." The previous day had seen him and Hoshoryu and Kotozakura make their second Peace Park visit of this tour, this time in Hiroshima. After laying flowers at the cenotaph, Aonishiki said, "Please no more World War." Kakogawa in Hyogo Prefecture is near the home base of Otsuji. He had in fact withdrawn from the tour due to no longer needing to serve Tamawashi, whose absence note has now been released. Lumbar spondylosis and pinched nerve in that region. However, Otsuji was recalled only for today, and Tomokaze delighted his hometown fans by calling him out for a prominent session of charging. "He's nursing an injury right now, but he has bags of ability and can surely climb the chart," Tomokaze said. Otsuji's own comment was, "So many people called out my name, I really have to try hard for them." Rankings charts now just 11 days away. Northeast Japan was struck by a nasty earthquake on Monday night. Aomori-born Nishiki Fuji, who is currently on the tour, said, "It seems my family's TV was broken up in Towada. I was worried enough to give them a call, and relieved to find no one was injured." Experts say Tokyo has been in line for a massive quake for quite some time. It's always at the back of our minds. Meanwhile, at Tamanoi Stable, Hatsuyama did a light workout this morning, then told Sponichi he will not be changing his wrestling name anytime soon, despite impending top-tier promotion. "I've never met anyone called Hatsuyama outside of my own family," he said. There are reported to be only 20 registered Hatsuyamas in Japan. "There's no need to revamp my sumo either," Hatsuyama went on. "I've just got to keep making power tell in the initial charge and be more solid in all my movements." Reflecting on his 11-4 last month, which included an opening day triumph over Asanoyama, he said, "I think I got a bit lucky facing him so early on. I don't think I'd have beaten him when he was winning all those bouts in week 2. Asanoyama, by the way, resumed practice bouts yesterday, going 12-4 against Asasuiryu, Osanai, and Asakiryu. "I don't think that session was bad. Let me just get used to things this month, then head out to other stables from January," he said post-session. Yama has also chosen Never Say Die as his kanji characters for next year, according to Nikkan Sports. "I've gotten back to Division 1 through being more persevering than ever," he said. "It's time to quit being hung up on the title of former Ozeki and just crawl up that chart rung by rung. I want to carve out a new sumo life for me in 2026. Finally, the backroom negotiations for next year's board elections appear to be mostly over. Master Hakkaku is set to stay on for another 2 years as chairman, until just before he turns 65. However, his number 2, Kasugano, has seemingly failed to enact his long-held wish of raising director retirement ages from 65 to 70. And at 63 years of age right now, will step down from his role. Master Sadogatake appears favourite to replace him, and then step up to the chairmanship in 2028. But more on all that in another piece.